Welcome back in, guys. Of course, it is I, Pala Devin, and yes, we've got more Simfinity and beyond update action going on, guys. This round was about all the jobs. It really was. As well as, attempting to get aspirations, which sadly didn't pop. Uh, but we had some fun in between. Hey, we found out that our wife to be, Surfer Stack's love of his life, Liberty, is actually quite vindictive. So vindictive that she is now best friends with the Grim Reaper after killing 2 Sims. So yeah, it has been a wild adventure as we kind of work on all of the professions. We have one more, I believe. Surfer's working on the last bits of Writer. And I'm actually pretty pleased with how fast the jobs part of the game has gone. I do know in large part it is because of the traits. Of course, I've spoken before about activating the traits and setting things up to where, like, you don't have to eat, or your hygiene isn't an issue or anything like that, so that you're pretty well set for any future attempts at like a promotion. But there are also professions in there that make you learn skills faster. They make you start jobs like halfway into the job cycle, and there are ones that help you get promotions faster. So with all of those kind of in tow, thank goodness we did the skills and aspirations. We have been able to really burst through a lot of stuff, at least on the work side of things. So, Secret Agent was one of the most recent ones that I popped. But we've seen like the culinary stuff, the mixology stuff, just about everything in between. Like I said, our gameplay today, we're going to be really trying to focus on making sure that he gets that final promotion in the writing career. Now, we are also, though, gang, working on the Rosebud. Now, I have Liberty has since quit her job. She maxed out Secret Agent. There was no reason for her to keep working, so she is at home painting on easels and using the bathroom. That's her job right now. Is just paint, 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 paint. One of the traits that we've activated actually allows you to have improved chances of creating like a masterpiece. So we're rolling with that as well. It has resulted in a lot of money, which is good because after this promotion, it's going to be very ticky-tacky as far as like forward content, because then we'll be looking at like the Alphabet Legacy and things like that, triplets, or trying to do the basket case, some of the more miscellaneous stuff. I will, in between uploads, of course, continue to try to load my old saves, hopefully pop the Mischief Trophy. The Aspirations one is a little frustrating because Surfer, he has been all up in the aspirations, and we'll be showing that a little bit too over gameplay, because I do want to try to get this promotion in this video and be done with the job stuff. So get ready, guys. We've got plenty of Sims action coming your way. A lot of trophies got popped, but this one's going to be writing and painting, which I feel like is a cross between E33 and Alan Wake. So who knows what's coming? Let's move over to gameplay. Okay, here we go. Time to daily task and boost performance. Go get it energized. Okay. Oh yeah, for those curious, and you may not be, this is totally a PS4 controller. Because, oh, hold on. My game insists on us being excited when we load in. Which isn't bad, by the way. I think The Sims is allowed to do that. But, yeah. A little behind the scenes action. There. Anyway, little behind the scenes action. Yeah, these are little Hori controllers for the PlayStation 4. I think they work really well. And no, this is not the PS4 version of the game. You can see a little bit of downscaling going on. I am streaming from the PS Pro because I still want the good load times. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, where are we at with, yeah, so Rosebud, we're getting there. It's gonna take a while, I think, to kind of get it done here. And then we've got best-selling author. So his prerequisites already complete. I'm pretty pleased with that. So let's kind of set the table here. These two ought to be able to chat while they're working toward the Rosebud, which should help both of them. She is not employed at all anymore. And it makes the most sense now to really just have her busting out paintings so that we can actually get Rosebud. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing is kind of setting the table. I think he only has one thing left. Noisy told me how to do it, how to see where he's at work-wise, but I do not remember. So yeah, right now we're a best-selling author. He makes a lot of money. He makes 200, almost 300 bucks an hour, which is pretty nice. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at, and that's okay. Let's see what we got. You and your phone. Yeah, I've already dealt with my phone plenty. Let's end that quest. And then, yeah, it's just largely been this the past couple days. Is when I log in, it's alright, let's see if we can paint some, keep working on these professions, and, well, y'all kind of know the rest. Oh, is that one of her paintings? Okay, no, scrap it. It's just gonna sit there blank. Garbage, man. Skillful Sims, yeah. Oh, okay, so here's a little bit of what I've mentioned before in previous videos. Let's pull up his skills. Or no, his skills are maxed out. So this is where I can show you. I've got proof. I've hit mischief, but the trophy didn't pop, sadly. I also want to point out that I have hit some aspirations here. So hopefully Noisy has had a little better success with some of these popping. I know she struggled with mischief and that hasn't popped, but hopefully her aspirations are popping because I have these two done. I have these two done. I have these three done. And then I have athletic done. Like I have all of the knowledge ones done. And I believe the aspirations goal is to hit 5. So we are way above and beyond where we should be. Let me pull up real quick. I've talked about the traits that you can get that actually really help with a lot of these trophies. Here they are. Any of the grayed out ones are ones like that I've got. So you don't need sleep. You don't need to eat. You don't need to take a shower. Now, some of these I'm being careful with. So like, we want to make sure that, like, okay, we've got fertile. Connections is one I've talked about before, where when you start a career, you start like way into it, and that has really helped move things up. But I want to make sure that like my character can get tense, and that they can get embarrassed as well. So things like the shameless trait or things like that, like no, I want them to be able to get embarrassed and to get tense, and it's because I have the basket case trophy left. So what we'll probably do is around the time that essentially around the time that we come up to basket case, I'm going to be buying as many of these as possible, just to make sure that, like, hey, we can just instantly pop a lot of these emotions. And then we do have a lot of paintings on the wall, flirty paintings, sad paintings, etc., that will help us kind of accommodate it. But I know we have to set the table for it beforehand, so we'll worry about that kind of as we get there. But that's okay. God, go away, you weird quests. All right. Okay. All right. I don't want to open the career panel. I don't need any of these either. Yeah. I don't need aspirations. I've been playing this game long enough. I know what my aspirations are. Alright. We'll sell this. We'll sell this. See, we are just kind of chipping away at the Rosebud, which is good. Like, I want to be chipping away at it because it's 1,000,000 simoleons. It's a lot. So at the very least, I'm hopeful. Oh, let's cancel your actions and do this painting, and then you can go use the can real quick. Yeah, I want to try to get as close to that. If we hit it this episode, that'd be awesome. But no guarantees, right? Nothing is guaranteed in The Sims. I have had this game crash on me. I've had all kinds of weird stuff happen. That sucked, by the way. That was while I was going for the Mansion Baron aspiration. I had the game crash on me. And, bro, that sucked. Plan to lure a llama into the workplace. Yeah, they need to socialize a little bit at least. Discuss the best violinist. Probably not Gact, but Gact's crew is pretty good at violin, not gonna lie. Okay. He doesn't author for like another 2 days. What? Oh, he went and took a shower. Never mind. Never mind. Then we'll sell that. Okay, let's go on back to her. But yeah, this is largely the name of the game. If you guys have grind out like any trophies in your life, you know what this is. You know exactly what this is. This is throw on some good music in the background and just kind of hang out and do your thing and just manage the experience. Look at that. She painted a masterpiece. There we go. We'll sell that. And then you kind of see what I'm saying, though, money-wise. The the painting. Like, we're selling some of these for $2,000, and when you're making one for 100, and then you're selling it for, they don't all sell for 2,000, so don't get it twisted. But when you're chunking them, that's 10 times the profit. Like, so he had one sell for 260, right? That's still double. Like, or it replaces this return to where the one I just sold for 1,000 was all profit, right? Okay, here we go. There we go. Oh, dude, Rosebud just popped. Rosebud just 781,000. Hang on a second. I don't think that's a glitch, guys. And I'm going to say why. When I did Mansion Baron, hold on here. Let's talk about this a little bit. I want to pull this up here. This was Have a Home worth 350,000. After I got this and I sold it, I had to refurnish this home. This is, you guys recognize this home. This has been my home for every upload that we've submitted. Awesome, we just pulled Rosebud. And here's the thing. It took a lot of money to refurnish this place. I had to move the entire house over a little bit to be able to get the rocket ship in here. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it took about 220,000 simoleons to get the job done, right? So I personally don't think that this is a glitch. Here's what I'm going to do out of respect for the game, though. I will still try to make this number 1 million. Whether that's in this episode or whether it's in the next one, I will work on making sure that that does in fact hit 1 mil. That way, if it does happen to be glitched, then alright, we still did it. Like, that's a lot of what's been going on with this game. Not so much that we've had beneficial pops, but that the consistency hasn't been there. So like I've said, with the mischief stuff, it's been a problem. But I am very pleased that Rosebud just popped, because that baby's out of the way. That is awesome. I am very, very pleased with that. And then that's going to set the table here soon. Okay, he works in 24 hours. She's getting a text. Ah, sure, Travis. Come on over. Come on over. So these two need to chat a little bit. I want to make sure his soch is up by the time he goes to work. And he also does need to use the can here soon. So we'll get them talking a little bit, and then Travis will come over too, and he'll make sure that we're all good. So, and then since she's unemployed, she can run over here and pay some bills. Wow, Travis ain't even hanging out with us. He's just, look at him. He's just dancing. Now he's reading. Oh nope. Now he's putting the book back. Hey Trav, you gonna come hang out, or what's the deal? What's the deal, man? There we go. We'll recite some love poetry. He's a writer, so he's got to have a favorite author, right? Okay, and then... Guys, that is fantastic that Rosebud popped. That makes me really happy. But yeah, again, just in case it is actually glitched, we're going to make sure that we do it legit. So... we will see 1 million on the simoleon counter before I move on to anything else. So we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing, and once Surfer gets promoted, because I want him to get promoted, of course. There we go. He just finished a masterpiece that'll sell for 4 grand. Alright, use the can, and then go take a thoughtful shower. Won't be long before you gotta go to work. You should have time at least to do another couple paintings before you go. So let's do that. Alright. This is how it's been, though, guys. It's just been, it's been a lot of work. A lot of easels are set up, and you can make passive income. You'll see it pop up here in a while, royalties and things like that I've gotten from writing books and from publishing books. So like you can make some pretty good money. All right. Hurry up, finish it up. These two are gonna run into each other is what's gonna happen. She painted the exact same painting twice. Liberty, you getting lazy, girl. It's alright. That's alright. She's got to use the bathroom. Boom. Okay. Bathroom. Pee like a champ. Pee like a champ. Okay, another masterpiece. See, this is what I'm talking about, though. You can alleviate the need for having the job outside of the trophies, because You can make so much money just from... No, I'm a stay-at-home Neil Caffrey, man. I'm just painting away. Like, alright, let's check our needs. These two should probably chat some more, so let's do that. Let's tell a joke. Haha, funny. 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 Sure. Because they would chat passively during stargazing, right? Oh god, he dropped like all of his stuff. Alright, fine. My goal is to give you a massage and to talk about death and my family. And then I want to show you how swole I am. All before I go to work. So... Why is there running? Oh my god, she keeps breaking this shower. Alright. I should probably upgrade this, the stuff around here so that we don't run into things like that. So we'll do a couple Insta upgrades, which I am 100% all about. Insta upgrade. Okay. How much time do you got before... God, he's got 13 hours still. Alright, stack. Let's make some money. So yeah, we've got 200,000 left to actually see the 1,000,000 point counter on Rosebud. So again, we can do this. Alright, let's see. Join the culinary career. Okay, how many aspirations does my girl have here? Because she might be able to walk into another one. So we've got 1, 2... She hasn't mastered any of these. But if the aspirations are just on the left side and you don't have to complete the whole thing, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, like, so it didn't pop for her either. What a shame. What a shame, guys. That's alright. We've got the proof. Like, that's what counts, is, you know, Noisy has been helpful throughout this process. I did not hit this game running. I struggled, especially in the first couple episodes, getting a feel for how it works. So, you know, her being willing to actually, like, have some fun with it and know that, like, hey, we both want to win, but, you know, it's also about having a good time. Okay, we'll sell that as well. And then, I would imagine, yeah, he's got to be getting ready for work here soon. Maybe not. Maybe not. And then he can sell this, too. 803. Okay, yeah, he's gonna sell all of that, and then this should be the final round shower-wise before he has to go to work. So bam, 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 go make some money. And he did too, man. He just walked away from 3 easels looking like a king. Alright, so we'll do a bunch of paintings now that he's gonna be out. Let's look at her stuff. Alright, so we got 2, 3. We'll start with 3. And no, we'll go to 4 then. And then we'll worry about going to the bathroom. He should be okay. Alright, brother. Where are you at? Oh, he still has 6 hours, so we'll channel surf a little bit. You know, have a little fun. Have a little fun. So my Sims do love painting, but I don't know how fun it is for them when it's all that they do. All right, 811, 811, 811. We're climbing, man. I did not expect Rosebud to pop. That's great. Okay. And then restroom. And I think she only has these 2 easels yet to do, so. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, so we got some royalties as well. We've got a bunch from, like, books and things like that. Joy's a free stag making us some money. That's good. Oh, God. I was gonna have her pay the bills. I forgot. You know what? Stack, you are just chilling watching TV. Go pay the bills before we lose power. 3,000, almost $4,000 in bills. It's because I leave everything on. Not gonna lie. Like, my dude makes, well, my team rather makes so much money that it's not even a thing. All right. Yes. Okay. Yeah. She's max queued. Surfer's off to work. Let's hope he gets that promotion. Because we definitely want it. Alright, run, use the can real quick. There you go, girl. There you go. Sell. And then we'll resume that one. The llama rampaged through the workplace, creating a huge mess. Oh no, my job performance decreased. I didn't realize he was actually gonna bring a llama in. But, it happens. Writing's average. That's sometimes you just got to be careful with what you say and what you do. I didn't actually think he would really bring a llama into the workplace, though. That's funny to me. Okay, look at that, man. She's just tearing it up. She's making all kinds of money. All right, boom. Let's go these 2. And then, I don't know, and maybe like someone who's more sim savvy or like Noisy probably knows this. If you have like better chances of painting masterpieces from certain, you know, types of paintings. So, oh, my realism painting is, you know, more likely to get something. I don't know. I just spend the money, I paint, and then I sell stuff. Oh, dude, he got promoted anyway. All right, that is what I'm talking about right there. He brought a llama into the workplace, and guy still got promoted. Dude, what are you doing at my house? I swear, you just live here, Travis. Like, get a hobby. That is when you know you're just too good. Okay? Look at that face. Look at that smug face of a man who brought a llama into his workplace and still got promoted. He still got his stuff dropped and he still got promoted for a llama in the workplace. Oh my god, dude. How freaking funny is that? All right, guys. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. I definitely wanted to get that promotion. That is the last work-related promotion we have. So, like I said, we did pop Rosebud, but next episode we're gonna be making sure that that counter actually does, in fact, show 1,000,000. So, continue to tune in. I hope you all had a great time. We're getting there, baby. Once that counter points to 1,000,000, we will be moving on to the next steps of our journey for Sims Poppery, if you will. So I hope you guys have a great one, and I will see you next time.